Everybody, it's Patrick at the Pitch Stack, and it's going to be another Armory night for you guys. This time it's round 1 against an Ice Lexi. I believe we won the roll, and we don't have much action in our hand, so I think we just Arsenal pass. Sometimes it be like that. I think it was just a lot of red heaviness in the hand.
You pay for that? Yeah, I'm going to. Well, if you pay for it.
And then here, I believe he tried to activate a Voltaire and then just the arrow down. First, you have to just pay and then activate it, then because you can probably just use it for AB.
Do either Ice Vein.
I think it's the Blue Ether Ice Vein because it was from Arsenal at instant speed. He has Heart of Ice with Bullseye Bracers, which is the only thing he brought.
That'll be it.
He never actually used Heart of Ice as well.
No, the Frostbite isn't.
And here he's just a little bit confused about what the effect did because he paid the 2, took 1 damage, and forgot to pay the other 2.
So you would have. Am I not seeing it right?
So that's why I'm just trying to clarify with him what's going on.
It costs 1 for Voltaire,
Yeah.
and I paid for 2 AB.
Yeah, and then 2 AB, and then you take 1 damage, and that effect comes through. You have to pay or discard.
Okay, pay or discard. Alright.
Alright, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's fine.
So I give you +1.
+1? Okay.
And I'm coming in for 5.
And it can change your
Take 1. So it just.
play. If you say, I want to respond to your bow, but then after what we do with our action, it can change, maybe +1 or go again.
But I'm just preventing that 1
I did Oasis Respite, but then he thought it goes into his graveyard because I prevented all of it, but which I prevented 4, but I just didn't change my life because of the gain 1 after the hit, so it still went through and hit me, which I was fine with.
Alright, Tunic will go to 2. I'm just gonna pass. I know you can instant this. I didn't know if you want to.
Wasn't sure if you wanted to instant speed,
To have it hit the arsenal. Correct.
activate Voltaire.
Alright, I'm good to go.
Activate Lexi.
Flip over your card, and then that's part of the action.
So he has to flip over the card as part of the cost. And that's why I've mentioned it a couple times throughout the video. That he needs to flip over the card so that I know what the action will be, or the effect of his action of flipping over the other card from Lexi. Go again or Frostbite.
Okay, your turn may continue.
Okay. I will pay to activate Voltaire.
It'd be for 1. It resolves.
Okay. Bolt shot my arsenal and give it +1.
+1. That's fine.
And I will come in with bolt shot for 5 gold.
And he does have the Lightning Press and Arsenal, which will pump it even more. Not sure how many he rocks, but you can count pretty much every Lexi to at least run all 3 reds.
Wait.
I think we just block for 7 for the anticipation of that. Not sure if that was the greatest play, but... Or it could have been for 5, and I would have taken 1 damage.
And I will pay to activate Voltaire. Put an endless arrow in my arsenal. Give it +1. And come in with
And I believe I take the entire thing because it's +1.
Or no block.
I think I take the entire damage. Of course, the glare on my phone doesn't show my life total, but I should have put it a little closer.
Hornet Peak.
I wanted to get in the habit of getting the peak and arsenal going. Sometimes you have to take a few damage hits, flash turns for it to happen.
And a frostbite.
No frostbite, I wish.
That's right.
Usually that first or second turn, and then you can get into that rotation of cornet if you could.
You may continue.
Well, I believe it was
I
maybe
didn't know if you wanted to do
Ice Eternal with the amulet, and I wanted to save the Ice Eternal, and I couldn't block with the amulet anyways.
Activate Voltaire.
You can go ahead and pay, and I'll see what I want to do here.
No, this was actually Channel Lake,
Do
which was even better to keep.
just chill. And then you get a frostbite. Okay, resolves.
Blizzard. So from that,
It'd be 3.
3 total.
For that one, I think this slowed him down.
With we're just gonna resolve this.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be able to fuse and pay at the same time. It would have just been just straight damage at that point.
We will Waning Moon on your at the end of your turn for 3 damage. Sorry, I didn't mean. I knew you should have caught you at the end of yours. You didn't have anything in your hand, right? You're gonna just arsenal. Yeah. Okay, so 3 damage. Take 3.
Yeah, he
All right.
didn't say he would end, I think, or at least we were just miscommunication. He already drew up, but I was like, oh wait, at the end of your turn, when you were finishing, I want to just moon you for 3. I think this is a race face. Yep. Which keeps the Channel Lake around and an arsenal, which is great setup for me. Pretty much seals his turn. And I believe he thinks this is a command and conquer, which he's okay with losing the
No.
cards.
No. It's just no arsenal.
So used to.
So you can keep it back. So it'll just be your class and talents will just go away.
So yeah.
You
I
take the
can't-
6 and then you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. And then one more. So no ice cards, no.
Unlike Fi, I think Lexi does have a good bit of block 3s, but they typically don't like to block
This will be here.
because they
Yeah.
can't do much with their bow when it's just by themselves of the bow.
Talent meaning anything. Ice, lightning, or
Correct.
So this will just come in. Pay 2. Come in with a flat 4.
All right, you're paying into it.
Yeah, for this one it'd just be straight damage, no fuse, erase face, the one that took that. Which I'm glad I'm able to close the life total a little bit. I took a good bit from the endless arrow when it was lightning pressed.
Think about what I want to do my turn.
This was just yellow. Or maybe it was just 1 damage? No, it was a yellow because I gained the life off this one.
No.
But yeah,
So
and a moon for 3.
damage.
3 damage.
Which is actually a solid turn between my turn and his turn.
Your end is good.
I get 6 to the face, block his, and do 3. We close that life total a lot. And then Channel Lake is gonna go down at the end of my turn here.
This is decision time. Pitch into cornet peak.
I started for this at a long time, but I'm cutting and editing for you guys so you don't have to see my 2-minute turns. They weren't that bad, it's just sometimes you have the decisions, and I think it was a Winter's Bite, and I just pay that into the cornet peak.
Alright, you make it.
I can't remember what's in Arsenal. I believe it could be the Ice Eternal. Because I have it to where one time I just keep it in there for 2 or 3 turns and I'm like, I gotta get it out of my turn. I gotta get it out of my arsenal at this point. Just can't keep staying in there. Waiting for the best opportune moment.
Yeah, this resolves. I'll get the frostbite.
I ended up taking the frostbite, which was fine because I had to decide what I was going to do on my turn, if it was going to affect my turn or this particular turn as well.
+1 off the bolt shot by arsenal.
Bolton shot. Okay.
And I will play bolt shot for 4 again.
We'll blizzard that.
So we blizzard this and we pay into it.
Alright. And then you get the frostbite as well.
He pays into it as well with the frostbite. You still have 2 floating, but I can't remember what's in Arsenal.
We'll let the 4 go, and then you can do a reload. So no damage, I just said no defense. Take.
Then I forgot he can't reload because he has the icing counter there.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not sure if it was a wasted blizzard or not, because it could have been pay into the next attack from the go again, which would have been icing counter. That's why I did the blizzard. Another race face. And he found out pretty quick last time how it affected him. He blocks it out.
That'll be my turn. You are a rare breed, a lexi who blocks.
Well, it was in a race phase.
Yeah. Alright, you can continue.
I am just going to drop and pass.
That effectively just ends his turn at that point.
Can I read that?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're starting on my turn.
We'll pay.
Put out an Insidious Chill and shoot him for 2. If we got a full grip and we didn't really do much blocking on his turn, then might as well just go ahead and play it out.
You are good to go.
Everybody Lexi?
Is it for the arsenal?
Yep.
Alright.
So it's going to be a lightning press, giving it go again for the next attack.
We respond Ice Eternal.
And I think that was been sitting in there for so long. We do it for 4,
So this is
2 and 2.
2 for 4. So it'll be fused with this blizzard. And it's 2
We fuse it with another blizzard.
Take 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. This will come in first as well. So the fuse trigger, but it doesn't matter. You took it. So this will be paying 2.
No, what you paid for it, you can pay into it.
I believe I say that this is the right time because of the chill. I'm like, okay, I gotta get the Eternal out and then strip his hand a little bit with some Arcane and some Frostbite.
Come in with an icing encounter. Pay
You
4.
pay into this, right?
Blizzard pay.
And we blizzard this, and I also think this was suboptimal.
Okay. Just the frostbite. You don't discard. So you just get that. Okay, so it things.
So I think that one was wasted as same as the last one. I just don't think that. Looking back now, I don't think it was a great one.
1 damage and 1 frostbite, and then anything after that.
Yeah, I'll,
And here he presses it, and we both don't
Alright, so it is.
register in the heads. I do play Lexi. I just forgot that this is supposed to be cost 1 or less. Icing counters 2 cost. So 3 damage I should not have taken. I was gonna get the frostbite anyways.
Alright.
So that didn't matter. It was just 3 extra damage.
I'm going to Arsenal and pass back to you.
think the Arsenal card is a blue brain freeze.
Activate Voltaire.
Okay. Let's do.
No, this one's going to be the Aether Ice Vein, and then later on I think I get the blue brain freeze in there.
That. Using it with a cold snap. So this is 3 arcane, and then this trigger will happen first. So the Insidious Shield is you pay 2 or discard a card.
I actually think I like blue Aether Ice Vein just a little bit better than the red. Because most of the time you're going into decks with at least 1 or 2 AB. If they're bringing 3 AB, I think they're hurting themselves if they're an aggro.
Voltaire can.
So they think they can race themselves without actually needing to pay into it. But if they don't able to pay into it, then it's a little different.
That's fine.
And they wasted bringing 3 instead of 2.
Paid, yes, right. Go ahead.
Alright, come in, bolt shot for 5, go again.
It was +1 off this, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is another Bolton shot. After he got done paying for the AB and the effect,
We'll say 3, Ether Ice Vein, and
you just block and take one.
then the hit can go through.
You can reload if you wanted to.
Pay to activate Voltaire one more time.
But he says nope.
That's good. That's good.
Put a -0 on my arsenal. I give it +1.
So it'd be for 5, right?
I don't think I get priority here. And I'm not sure why. I think he was waiting on me. Because I can't respond to it when he puts it in there. The ability goes through all the way and he gets priority afterwards. I think it's a 2 and a 3 block. I would have to block it out for it not to go back to his hand.
So we'll take the 5 here, and this can go back to your hand.
So it was for 5.
That was that.
Anything else for me?
Nothing for me.
I'll go to end.
Yep. Okay. Pitch cold snap.
We're able to Cornet Peak now.
Cornet.
Sometimes you just can't get into that rhythm of always doing it on your turn because you have to block a good bit of stuff.
Alrighty. You may start.
I'm going to activate Voltaire. Okay.
2 cards, 2 left over. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Voltaire's good. Yeah, that's good.
Put a bolt shot on my arsenal. Give it +1.
+1. Yeah, that's good.
Coming in for 5, go again.
Classic Lexi to get probably all 9 Bolton shot because it's such a good card.
I think I can.
Again, I can't see the life totals here, so I'm not sure why I'm deciding.
I played sync, and then this effect resolved.
I think it changes.
Sync. This may change my decision how I want to play my turn. It does not change my decision.
I was thinking if I could just pile on more because I think I had another D react.
I'll take the one. You can do the reload hit if you want to.
I wasn't sure if the effect would allow me to get
Okay.
another defense reaction on top of it or not.
Damn, you know what I should have done? I should have used my arsenal card for that. I knew that was in your hand. That's fine. Yeah, that's okay.
I knew he had it in his hand. I think that was the blue brain freeze that I had in Arsenal, and I still have
Take one.
the chill.
And you may.
Oh, he would have to discard it anyways.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And that'll be a 2
So that might have been even better just to do it
nothing
then.
for me for
And when I do it later on, I think next turn I do it. And that's why I think I took a long time to think about the bolt and shot to do it then, because I knew he had the endless arrow from the last turn. I do remember at the beginning that he first thought it was pay and then get a frostbite. That would have been a lot more broken. Not to say that Cornet Peak is broken, but it's pretty good in the right decks. If it was to pay 1 and get a frostbite for 3, that might be a little bit overboard. However, it would have been nice.
Brain freeze, fusing with.
So here we go. We're definitely putting the brain freeze in there.
Go ahead. This will come first as well. So pay 2. Okay, and then now this will come across. This is destroyed. So this will be. I get to look at your hand at any 0 cost. I get to put it back on top. Yeah, it goes back on top.
Fair enough. And I'll go back to you.
Alrighty.
Which turns off his turn entirely. 2 rain razors.
Let's. Waning moon for 3. That's good. Go back to your turn.
It might have been that Art of War was too expensive, but I don't remember seeing it once in his deck. Which typically you do like to use those plus rain razors and 3 of a kind.
So it'll be 5 damage on hit, take 2, or pay 2.
A no-brainer, brain freeze, using it with a blizzard. And of course you don't want to use the brain freeze 2 times in a row.
Got it. Alrighty. Good.
Yeah, that's.
Voltair's good.
0 on my arsenal. Give it go again.
Okay. Giving it go again. Okay.
And we'll come in for 4 again.
Let's do Blizzard, pay 2, or loses go again.
I think from here we blizzard this and give him a frostbite. Because I believe he gave it go again. So that told me pop that bastard off the arsenal slot. Because I just put it down and getting that stuck in your arsenal may be worse than other cards.
On that card.
Anything else for you?
No, that was it for me.
We will snap it.
It can't gain. Can't gain, yeah.
Okay.
So that's probably why he didn't want to pay, because he can just snappies into it, but it can't gain it.
Yeah, I'm good with no damage for wound.
Here I don't want to moon because I've got better options on his turn. I think of a CNC or a race face.
In terms of what to pay.
Yeah, it's either Channel Lake Fridge or Hypothermia on their turn. I'm trying to decide which one I want to pay into the CNC.
I'll pay this for this. Command and Conquer.
The reason why I did this Hypothermia is because he's going to have to block a lot or just lose his 1 card. Which either way, the Hypothermia would be just a... It's a little bit underwhelming when compared to a Channel Lake Fridge, which can stay a lot longer than just that 1 turn, so it'd be affecting the board a little bit more.
Arsenal. Correct. Back. And then back to you.
Alright, so I think this is the Icequake from hand.
Do 2,
And I do want to deploy Channel Lake because I want to make sure that pays heavily into his next attack.
Get a frostbite as well.
And judging from the no cards in his arsenal, it could stop his turn.
So it'd be
But
two defense.
it is a red lightning surge, and he has just enough to pay for it.
Lightning surge for 7. And 1 for you.
And it's a frostbite on him, correct?
Correct.
Let's do this. Tunic will pay. We'll go up to 2. Oasis for spite. Preventing 4.
Sort of have to think if the frostbite will hurt you on your turn
3 plus a frostbite. And then I've got a frostbite over here.
compared to what you'll do. But here I mess up
Oh, I've got
because I'm paying to Waning Moon, and I don't pay for the frostbite.
pay into it.
He doesn't catch it, which I should have done instant speed. I could have done that. I just forgot to let the trigger go from the hit,
Yep, and it's good.
and then I was like, whoopsie. Just triggers happen.
Tunic will go to 1. I'm gonna arsenal this, and this goes away. This goes away.
Unfortunately, that Channel Lake was not around for single counter. Sometimes I do see him when he's passing turn. He actually has a card in his hand and not arsenal.
Activate Volt.
Into it. 3 cards in hand.
Load pad helix. Give it go again.
Go again. That's good.
This is the pathing helix he put in,
Let's do.
and I'm okay with the damage on hit. It's just basically the 1 extra life. That's fine.
And conquer.
But here I get to potentially stop his turn.
Fusing with this.
I'll fuse the red sigil.
Oh, how much was this one again? 4 go again? Okay. Alright, that's fine. That's fine.
I think this is where I make the weird Storm Strider
It
play.
just- if you take any arcane damage this turn,
He's just double checking what the effect does.
You'll lose. You get that many frostbites, yeah. Still my priority, and I want to see if we'll do something here.
I can't do something out of Arsenal. I think it might have been like another red. Maybe Oasis Respite, but I could be wrong. And there's a reason why I can't pay into the card itself or use the card. But I have to use the Storm Striders for a Brain Freeze unfused, just so I can Waning Moon for 3.
I think this is wrong, but we'll say.
It wasn't the turn kill, but I think this is basically a suboptimal
No
play.
fuse, I just get to look at your hand. Okay. And then paying from the 2, 3 damage to you, and you get that many frostbites.
It gives him some
Instant speed, brain freeze.
frostbites, and he gets to pay into them.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then 1 free. Just 1, because you took 1 damage. Yeah. That'll be it.
It was a bit of a jank Storm Strider's play, but it kind of worked to stop his turn. Give him 3 damage so that way I can get him at least 1. Which is a lot easier since he has AB2 and you can just do a Waning Moon on his turn for 3 damage. This is actually one of the turns he gets to play Ice Lexi.
5, and if it
Uses this one, and we have to double block, and I think we have to double block the next move as well.
Oh, I had to do the math in my head. I thought it was no, no,
So,
you're right.
right
It's 2.
here.
This is for 5. Go again. So I use CNC and Cornet Peak because I know that I can kill him next turn.
This card was not that way.
That's fine.
put a bolt and shot in my arsenal, get +1. Come in for
Bolton shot also the same discard.
We'll say that.
Or sorry, Frostbite.
2,
No
take
Chilling
2,
Ice Vein.
and I will move in.
Yeah, move to end is good.
Arsenal and drop this.
I'm actually surprised that I'm not seeing any Chilling Ice Vein. Mostly Oh Frosty Bolt. You'll raise face, and I think Hypothermia in the arsenal for the win. Because from there I can guarantee a lot of the cards out of his hand to go away, and then if it doesn't really matter because I can still Waning Moon for 3 even if he had all the cards in his hand. He could only AB2 and he's at 1.
I am going to drop this.
Hypothermia, getting a frostbite.
And here it comes again.
Pay into waning.
And then we pay 2 for Waning Moon for 3.
Game.
Good game.
GG guys, thanks for watching. Hope you like it.